Hello, my lovely little crones and my munchkin. I'm really seriously saddened today. I should be happy, but I'm not. And because I can't read my cards, which this is a deck that I'm getting ready to study. I know you can't see it. That's okay. Don't worry. I have something on my mind. My daughter forgot her mask today. And she said, I said, because when I realized she was, what do you call it, video chatting, and the first time I didn't notice, but the second time I know she didn't have it on. I was like, but because we have mental telepathy, she knew that I realized for the first time she didn't have her mask, and we laughed. But I was like, because I know my daughter is so paranoid about that. So I know at that moment that she was more aware of her surroundings. Okay, I'm going somewhere. Okay? So she was going somewhere, like in her mind. Because I'm teaching her to not just look at everything in the physical, but look at everything in the natural, especially when you make a big bookie like that. Because we don't want to release our mask until the end of March. She's still in school. She's like, this is just what we do. We start wearing our masks on Halloween night. Like after Halloween, if it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we start wearing our masks. That's just what we do. And then at the end of March, we stopped doing it. Now, we were doing this for the last, year and a half? Because I pay attention to my surroundings. So, with no delay, she came back to me and she said, after we exchanged, and I realized that because I was really horrified because now she's got to come home to me, okay? And so she says, I says, it's nothing we could do now. I said, you don't have to wear the mask. Of course she knows. She says, I know. I said, well, what was it like? She said, I felt weird. I said, you felt weird? Listen to me. I felt weird. Why did you feel weird? She said, because everybody was wearing their mask. Whoo! 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 Calm down. I'm back. She says, everyone in the store, and she was in Best Buy, had a mask. I forgot mine. And when I went to the gas station, still everybody. And so she's having that paranoid moment. Like, wow, this is so weird. I don't know. Like, I'm tripping out. Do you understand? So as she telling me this, I'm like, oh, really? Oh, okay. All right. I'm listening, though. So then I says to her, so something happens. The thing that she got at Best Buy was the wrong thing. So now, I'm going, but I'm not wearing my mask. I put it on in the car, I wear it, I take it off, I hem and haw with it because I wanted to know what that feeling was. We have already been programmed. It's already happened. You already. This talking about the mask is just going to fade away like everything else. Bloop, 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 like it never, ever, ever existed. It's going to be just a fade away because we got the next big thing coming. And everything is about the next big thing to get us ready for the thing. I don't think that I'm equipped to talk to you on this spiritual level because this is not my domain. But there is someone that I know that I am very, very close to, that she speaks on such a spiritual level because she has more authority in this spiritual arena than I could ever have. I look up to her and I hail her for her excellence when it comes down to the Word of God. Even though I no longer share that belief because I see truths otherwhere, but this person, when it come down to the Word of God, especially when it come down to eschatology, and when it come down to the mark of the beast, and when it come down to those things, I need to let her come forth, and she's the one who does this, not me. So I gracefully bail out to you right now, and may I present to you the crone. It is not I. You supposed to be like, woo. I should be hearing some noise back there. Woo. I should be hearing some, oh. I should be hearing like, this is new. Don't know what she gonna talk about. Disappear. Hello. There was a feeling in the atmosphere that bothered me. I felt like whatever it was, whatever that they were trying to do, it was done. Because for the first time, and maybe some of you felt it, I felt baffled, tripping off of my feet like, oh, am I offending anyone now? The atmosphere is so sensitive. You can't say what you want to say. Everybody wants to change. Everybody wants to be heard. The atmosphere is so sensitive that even the most coldest person would feel a shiver before they speak out their mouths. Woo! There is a spiritual kind of bonding that is bondage. Woo! Come on, Crone, what you gonna tell them? They say when a person die. See, I don't know if you've been following me, but I've been having a heavy spirit of death over me. That's what I've been having over me. It's like everything I do got doom and gloom by it. Doom and gloom, doom. And I had a problem with that. Okay, I'm jumping. Follow me. And the problem I had was, because I don't want to be the prophet of doom and gloom. Excuse me, who want to be the prophet of gloom and doom? Huh? But if you believe in the Bible said Ezekiel was a prophet of gloom and doom. Didn't want to do it. Huh? Elijah was a prophet of gloom and doom. Went down into some hole. And did Yahweh have to go down there and talk to him and say, do you hear me in the wind? Sometimes you just got to go spiritual on people for them to understand. This is a time for your faith. What you've been studying. What you've been looking at. What have you been paying attention to? Have you not known the time? You know, whatever they done, it's done already. We are already manifesting the fruit of it. It's just a matter of time before we see what they've done in the atmosphere. No longer have we just kind of like getting comfortable with this virus. Now we at Ukraine war. Look, there's a lot of people we will fight, okay? But China and Russia is not, I don't think, is first on our list. I'm sure that would not be the first person we want to fight. The thing is, we are at a place we don't want to fight anybody. For the first time, America is perplexed. She's perplexed. Let me help you. She's, can I say it in the Crone way? She's hiding behind black people. Oh, what do you mean? Because every time you turn on TV, it's black this, black that. You got Sherry, you got Derry, you got Billy, you got Silly. You got here. They got us so blindfolded. I'm telling you, this is your reformation. If you want to get rich, you want to get famous, you want to go, because that's what they all promise you, right? Isn't that the promise? Isn't that it? Isn't it? You all can have whatever. Did not my girl? Did not my girl? Did she not read you, Kim? Did she not say you can have what we have? But you have to work hard. And they were all in unison. Yes, hard. If all I had to do is take Ray J, and I knew that would make me famous, it didn't seem like a bad ride for me. Wake up! How now she's giving us look at what's happening. The people that would tell us the source is falling apart, where they gone? And what we do, we just keep moving on like we don't see anything. Like we don't hear anything. There is something going on in the atmosphere. It's like that. Look at it. It's like everything is black, and more black, or Asian. Not really Asians, but it's Asian, it's Hispanic. You know it's Hispanic. I even see some Indians, and I mean, really. And when you go underground on YouTube, oh, it's a free-for-all. This is where you really get stuff. This where you really learn. This where you really get the real truth. It's down here. Because in here, in this reality, everybody is living in their reality. And everybody is telling you their truth from their reality. Not no bull up there. Rockabye babies. No. Here, you get the real truth. You get people like me that's telling you. They get bleep, bloop, bop. Can't say that. They get ready to change all this. Because they don't want you to know. You're knowing too much. They knew this day was coming. They talked about it. They even said about it in the book of Daniel, that knowledge shall be increased in the end. And then I'll be like, well, I know that part of me be like, I don't really want to believe in all of that. But how can you not believe in something when it's taking place before your eyes? Something that was written 200,000-300,000 years ago. How can I deny? That's just like you telling me to deny that the Illuminati or the secret societies don't exist. Why are they doing this? Because if we all just stop and say, why? You're in a world when you're asleep. And the atmosphere is so sensitive right now. All it takes is a nervous hand, a nervous thought, a tick, just a wrong breath, and we're at war. I'm afraid because I know whatever's happened in physical realm, then you have to shiver when you think what's really happening here. If you're feeling it here, then imagine what it's like in the realm that you can't see. So therefore, it's before our time. In other words, whatever's happened up in this room has already happened. And we're already looking at it all. We're looking at everything. We're seeing it unfold before our eyes. And right now, we're just more worried about who sleep with who. Are you serious? Am I straight or am I gay? Who the kibber? This is so are. We're perishing. We are spiritually perishing. And some of us are going to rise. What if the end of time is happening right now? What if it was really, really happening right at this very moment? But you don't believe it because it didn't happen in the way that you thought it would happen, like they did with Jesus. They didn't accept him either. Why? Because he came in a way lowly as a pulpit. He came as dirt. He came poor. Father was a carpenter. Mother was a whore. What? Come on. Remember, she was a scandal because she was pregnant. And they knew that old man ain't hit her. And she gonna tell him a story about the Holy Ghost. Ooh, like that, you know? So why can't it be something that's happening so monumental in the spiritual realm? That those that are enlightened see it. Or we see a boulder. But nobody can tell you what it is. Why? Because it's too damn bright. It's just too bright. I know you wanted me to say dark. No. You can't see it because it's so bright. For me, it's beautiful. But if you're not aware, it won't be beautiful for you. All I'm asking is just feel the atmosphere. Go ahead.
You know what this is reminding me of? Bird Box. Where there was an invisible force that if you saw it, it took over your mind and controlled you. Mm-hmm. And those that didn't look was unaffected by it, so they were trying to protect themselves.
Right. This is the thing. What if I like that? You all heard that Bird Box. Because whatever happened in the spiritual, they got to let us know. By media, by bloggers, by me, you're going to know. And there'll be people going down with the ship still yelling to get your attention. I know, you see, the church has told you that you got it lit right, you got to keep your hands, you got to keep your... This don't have nothing to do with that. And the sooner you wake up out of that, and the sooner the church let you know that there is nothing you can do that could displease your God. You was a mess up from the beginning. You was tore up from the floor up, broke down from the neck down. You just living out time. On and on. But what if right now there really was a shift in the atmosphere and things really did happen? And you could have gotten out, but you didn't believe it. So you refused to look. You refused to take a moment and look. Or you'll be like what somebody told me. And I asked them for their permission if I say it, so I'll paraphrase. It don't matter to me. I don't care about no stuff like that. When I heard that, my heart sank. And this was coming from a devout woman of God. My heart literally sank. But I understood the sentiment. The sentiment is I've been jacked up, food, lied to, told this, told that. I don't know what to believe. I just don't, I just don't know what to believe. I'm going to tell you what to believe. Start feeling your surroundings. Pay attention. Look at the news sometimes. Just pay attention, because you know the God of Jehovah, if you believe, you know he comes quietly sometimes. Sometimes he comes loud. But there is something that's going on in the atmosphere, and you need to be sensitive to it. There's a spirit of awakening that's happening. So those things that we used to worry about yesterday, they don't matter. This is about our lives. We are in the part of being distinct. There is a power that's separating us right now, that the weak shall die. Woo! And the strong shall live. It ain't gonna matter how old you are. If you strong, you'll live. They got gases in the air now. They got you so tangled. They got you so busy. You're not paying attention. You probably don't even follow the phases of the moon. I hope that I reach you. I hope that in all my mumbo jumbles, that you get the essence. There is something happening. Think about it. Did not the Bible tell you that there would be a vaccine, or that there was going to be something that was going to separate the people? Okay? Did he not say it? Did the Bible not say it in Revelations? Well, it happened, right? But now, you know what they're saying? Oh, this is not what the Bible was saying. It was saying it would be a chip. It was not this, and that's not. And I'm one of those people. But when I'm the crone, fool me once, shame on me, and shame on you for fooling me. Fool me twice, that's some bull. Fool me 3 times, you're dreaming. Ain't gonna happen. And I'm telling you, as sure as I'm sitting here, there is a feeling in the atmosphere. And this atmosphere is so sensitive. It only takes one, and we're all in chaos. And remember, beauty is supposed to rise from the chaos. Beauty is supposed to rise from the chaos. So why can't it just be now? Why does it have to be another 100 years? Why can't it just be, in your day? Why? You're just going to keep lying to yourself. So, no, that's not it. Until sudden destruction is upon you. It amazed me how people say, I don't believe in ghosts. Because I never see one. Just because you never seen it doesn't mean it don't exist. Well, I don't believe in stuff like that. I don't believe in UFOs. Just because you never seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. See, we're so narrow-minded. By this time in life, everything that they put out in sci-fi and in movies, your mind should be like, you should be like, nothing is impossible. Because if they can reel on screen, then that can happen in my life. That's where you should be. And if you're not there, shame on you. And you'll be left behind. Wake up. It's something in the atmosphere. It's too sensitive. It's almost now to a and we're all in unison. From this whole planet is a spirit of. Isn't that one of the signs of Illuminati? Think about that. I'm out. Love you, my munchkins. Peace.